Hello and welcome to Tamara's Paper Trail. Thanks for popping in. It is January 5th, 2021. That means it is now Sale-a-brations time. Our favorite time of year in the Stampin' Up! Catalog. So I wanted to do a quick video on how to use some of the new products in the catalog and how to bump your order up a little bit so you can get to that magical $60 Canadian price point, as that's the level where you're going to earn some free product. Today I am working with the Sweet Strawberry bundle of products. Sorry for the glare. Anybody who has ever followed me knows that lighting is the new, oh my god, you guys, I'm always struggling with lighting. So I'm trying a new setup today. It's a little glary. There's some more shadowing than I would like. I don't know. I keep trying new things. I keep buying new lights. But so we've got some glare going on here. Got a little bit of shadowing over here, but it makes the color a little bit more true than what I was doing before. So the contrast, well, we're working on it, but we've got white on white here, and this is pretty close to the real color of our Poppy Parade paper. It's a little bright, so bear with me, you know, the saga continues. Anyway, since it's January 5th, I can now show you the inside of the catalog. This is page 44 of the catalog. Nope, that is page 54. Page 44. Look, my catalog's already falling apart, you guys. I've used it so many times already. On page 44, you're going to find the Sweet Strawberry bundle of products. So you can buy just the stamp set. It is $24 Canadian. You can buy just the punch, which is $24 Canadian, or you can buy the bundle, save 10%, and get it for $43. What I'm recommending, and I'm offering this actually as a class, is getting the stamp set, the punch, 2 of our blend markers, and a package of dimensionals. That bumps the price up to $60.50 before tax. After tax, that's going to get you to $69.88. But the $60.50 price point, that's the magic. That's where we want to be to get a free item out of our Celebrations catalog or brochure. So anything that's a level 1 is going to qualify with this order. So this, for example, you could get this paper. It's free with a $60 purchase. There are a few that are free with a $120 purchase, and those are here. This one is the Berry Blessings bundle. It's a stamp set, it's a large stamp set, and designer paper that coordinates. And this is what the paper that I'm using tonight as well. So if you can get your order from the $60.50 up to $120, then you can get the paper for free as well as that stamp set. So, this is a layout that I actually did in one of my last week's Mystery Card Monday. So anybody who follows my page may know that on Monday nights I go live on my Facebook page, Tamara's Paper Trail, and sometime in the day I give you dimensions to pre-cut, and then we come together at 7 o'clock Mountain Time and we put a card together, and it's a mystery as to what you're going to make. So this is what we did last week, and it's a great layout for quick and easy cards, but you know, that just it packs a bit of a punch. It doesn't need a lot with this layout. So this is an example. This is the first, well, this is one of the cards we did using that layout, but here's some variations. This is using the Dragonfly bundle of products, the Dragonfly Garden papers and coordinating sets. And punch, this one is using the Hydrangea paper, again with the Dragonfly punch. And this is some free designer paper you can get with a $60 order. So just the versatility. I mean, if you just look at the different looks just from the exact same layout. So I'm just going to show you that layout and with the dimensions, and then I'm also going to show you a few different ways that you can work with the strawberries, how to get different looks. So yeah, I'll just quickly get started on the card because it is really, really quick and easy, especially since I've already pre-cut all the stuff. So we're going to start with our standard card base, which is 8.5 by 5.5, folded in half. Bring in our bowl and folder, give it a nice crisp edge. I have a layer here of Whisper White paper that is 5 inches by 3 3/4, and I've run that through our subtle embossing folder. This is one of my favorites. It's one of the thick dynamic, do they call them dynamic? I'm not sure what they call them anymore. I guess I should know that. But it's one of our 3D. These are the 3D folders. They're thicker. So when you run it through your new cut and emboss machine, you want to use it with your number 4 plate. Just like that. So this is your new sandwich. Your paper goes in here. And you run it through the big shot, or the cut and emboss machine like that. All right, you don't need any of the other clear mats. So I've already done that just to save some time. I brought in a strip of one of the sheets from that Berry Delightful Designer Series paper that was free. And it measures 2.5 inches wide by 3 3/4 long. And I did a flag end. I don't know, you can call it a flag end or a dovetail. You want to do this to the end of it, whatever you want to call that. Little trick for that, you can, because this is 2.5 inches wide, it's too wide to use in our triple banner punch. So what you want to do is you want to find the midpoint of this, which will be 1 1/4, and you're just going to slice it up, or slice it down. Put a little slice in it, like that. You can use scissors as well, but I find I'm not very straight when I do that. So now what you want to do is just take your scissors and you're going to cut from the corner to the top of that slit. And same on the other side, from the corner to the top of that slit. Just about cut my fingernail. And there you have a dovetail, or a flag end, whichever you want to call it. So now we're going to go ahead and I'm going to pop these up on dimensionals. This layer, that is. I've started using 6 dimensionals now. I used to always just use 4, but I realize we can buy more. It's okay. So I'm going to put that right in the middle of the layer. Okay. I'm going to bring in my, oh my goodness, where is my adhesive? Wow. I've been reorganizing my craft cave for the last 2 weeks, and I don't know where half my stuff is. All right, so this is going to go right in the middle. Then we're going to bring in a piece. This is a strip that I made with another sheet of the designer paper, and it measures 1/2 wide by 3 inches long. Throw your snail around. I guess it's not called, oh, and it's going to run out. Of course it's going to run out. Okay, we're using my old standby. This is my old snail. Right, so I'm just going to tuck this in under this edge, just so it's peeking out like that. Oh, I didn't cut a sentiment piece. Right, so there we are so far. Now I'm going to need some, well, maybe I should do the sentiment here. I haven't actually cut a piece yet. Did I measure it? I did not. This one in particular measures 2 1/4 by 1 inch wide. You always get sound effects when you pop into my videos. All right, so there's our sentiment piece. And I'm stamping that in Poppy Parade with one of the sentiments from the stamp set. That was so sweet of you. Right in the middle. Okay. So that I am going to pop up on dimensionals as well. All right. So that was the super quick and easy part. Now, the strawberries, they're super quick and easy as well, but this is where I'm going to go off on a tangent a bit and show you a few different methods on how to get different looks on your strawberries. So I'm bringing in a sheet or a strip of my, what is this, Poppy Parade, which is 1 3/4 inches wide. And I'm specific in that measurement because I want to save paper. When we've got our punch, our builder punch, there are 4 pieces that are going to punch out. So I don't want to use, for example, let's pretend this is Poppy Parade. If you go in and stamp, if you stamped the strawberry here and then you go in to punch it, you're going to waste a lot of paper, right? And we don't want to waste. So I measured how tall this strawberry is, and it's about 1.5 inches. So I cut this 1 3/4. So I'm not going to waste a lot of paper when I punch it out. In order to get a contrast on the Poppy Parade, I'm going to go in with my cherry cobbler, and I'm going to stamp with this outside image. Okay. All right, so I'm going to stamp it like that. I'm going to do 3 of them. Oh, see, that was wrong already. If I stamped 3 in a row, made a mistake, and I punch it, oh no, that's all right. There is danger, though, that this flower would get in the way of that strawberry. Now, another little tip. I struggle to punch it out using my fingers, okay? Because there are 4 images here, that's a lot of cutting. It's tight. So to make it easier and to make sure I don't catch any body parts in here, I'm going to lay it on the table and I'm going to push down. It's safer and it's easier, quite honestly. So that's the first one. You can line it up for the second one. Push down, and we'll do a third one. Okay, so that's the most economical way and the safest way. Have you ever, oh, okay, pieces flying everywhere. Have you ever caught your hand in here? I have, and let me tell ya, doesn't tickle. All right, so that is, that's the first way of getting a strawberry. All right, you can stamp it on the colored paper. So all you have to do is stamp the outline. Now another option gives you a very different look. Excuse me. I'm going to go in now with my Poppy Parade. And I'm going to do, it's the same thing. It's, oh, now I've got a scratch in my throat. Excuse me. Sip of water. I'm going to go in. I'm going to stamp the outline in Poppy Parade this time. Then I'm going to go in with, this is a, oh. Oh my goodness. Nice to see that nothing has changed this year, right? That's such a gong show. Now we're going to go in with Poppy Parade with this other stamp that's filled in. So this is going to do all the coloring for us. So we just hover over, I like to do it in this order. Stamp the outline, then go and fill it in. It's just easier for me to see where I'm going with what. And look at that. Isn't that pretty? It does all the shading for you, does all the work. Fabulous. It's so easy. Then you go in ahead and you punch that out same way. So that's a different look. Like that. And then the third way we can do things is we can go and use our blends. So for that one, I'm going to go back in with my cherry cobbler. I tried this when I stamped it. If you stamp the image in Poppy Parade and then color it with Poppy Parade blends, you get no distinction. The color just fades away because the ink is water soluble and this just blends right over it. So I've gone in with my cherry cobbler. Now to get some shading, this is just, it's going to get a similar look to this, but there's more work involved. So I'm going in with my light Poppy Parade blend first, and I'm just going to color the entire image in light Poppy Parade. And I'm not going to worry if these little seed images bleed. They shouldn't, because the ink is water-based and these markers are alcohol-based. But sometimes I don't wait long enough and sometimes the colors do kind of bleed. All right, so there's my light. Then I'm going to go in with my dark. And I'm going to try to get a similar look where I'm just going to leave this area lighter. Okay, so literally draw a circle, go in with your dark blend, and color around it. Try to stay within lines. Then you go back in with your light, and you go over the whole area. So it's still lighter, but the colors are now blending together. And let's see if you can see that. I've got, sorry, there's a lot of glare going on here. It is lighter. I promise you it's lighter. I think you can see it a bit. All right, let's go back down here. So all these different ways that you can get a very different look and or different amounts of not energy, effort put into them. So that's how you can get these looks. Like I say, I went with the paper, the Poppy Parade paper with the cherry cobbler ink. Now I'm going to go in and I'm going to do the tops. How am I going to do those? I am going to go in, if I can find my inks. I'm going to stamp the outside of the leaf with my garden green ink. Is this even focused? Maybe it is not. Let's do that. Focus. Doesn't know what to focus on. Go on here a little buddy. Why aren't you focusing? There we go. Third time's a charm. Okay. So I'm going to stamp the outside of the image in my garden green. Then we're going to go with my granny apple green. Oh, goodness. I'm going to fill in the leaf and punch it out. Actually, I guess I'm going to need to do 3 of these. Where's my punch? All right, this one. I could have used a smaller strip of cardstock for this. Narrower, I guess. So there's one. Let's do a couple more here. 1, 2. I love this set. I love it more than I thought I would. I wasn't sure if I needed a lot of strawberries in my life. Apparently I do. Like I say, this is a class that I'm running at the end of the month. All right, so I'm going to go in and punch the rest of these. Oops. Kind of tore that a little too close. And the last one. Like that. Then it's just assembly. So for these, I like to attach, let's get my little guys out here. I like to attach the tops with a glue dot. Glue dots are my jam. And where's my pokey tool? There it is. 1. 2. 3. Okay. So the first little guy, I'm going to pop up with a dimensional. So I put the dimensional beside where I want it to go, and then I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive on the other side so that it's all even with this, which is popped up on dimensionals. Okay. Oh my goodness, this one is so gummy. I'm just about out of my old snail. Like that. And one up here. Then I added some of our Artistry Blooms sequins, self-adhesive sequins. I just added 3 of those. On the inside, I did a quick little thank you. That comes sentiment that's in with the stamp set too. And another strawberry. I stamped this right on the paper with this technique, filled it in with itself, but did a 3D leaf on that. And get a matching envelope, and there you go. Bob is your uncle. So, sorry, let me just fix my little glue dots here. That is the layout. Super quick and easy. Same layout, Dragonfly Punch. Just so easy, honestly. It's a great layout. Highly recommend it. What else can I tell you? I think that's it. Celebrations, it's on now. You can place an order through me at my online store, which is tamarabertram.stampinup.net. Oh, look at that. You're just looking at nothing now. Feel free to pop into my Facebook page. My business page is Tamara's Paper Trail. What else? I also have a blog, tamaraspapertrail.blogspot.com. And I think that's about it. Thank you very much for popping in. I hope you enjoyed my projects. Talk soon.